Game. Line judge technically has to hold the line, but since we are that close, it's not going to be difficult for you to help cover once the ball crosses.
Run! Good job, Chastity! Good job, Chastity!
So that's a good job by our field judge coming up, making that call short of the line. As a field judge near the goal line, that is your call. Actually, scratch that. That was our line judge making that call. So let's give first crack on that to the field judge on the short call.
My receiver wasn't working right, so only now it's picking up what you're saying. So what you said was.
Open!
But from what point?
Right now.
Just now. I didn't have anything important. So. All right. So apparently the mic wasn't working. So this is your 2:30 game on field 4.
Pass!
So a couple comments that may have gotten cut off that I just want to hit back on are we had a player early in the game who ran into a pile, covered up the ball, covered up his flags. Just a weird looking play, but flags got pulled. It was about at 40 seconds, so if that got cut off, go back, take a look at that with these comments. And then reverse mechanics on the interception. We had Mia, you were in great position to make the call that the player was short of the goal line. It's a good job getting back there, because as a referee, you become basically like our back judge and are responsible for covering that line.
Go ahead, let's see, I'm gonna see, let's see. Get up, get up, get up.
When I was in undergrad, I was taught a split line mechanic in different situation or something like that. And that's something that's just not done much anymore.
Yeah, they took that out.
Okay.
All right. Come here, Tom.
It's a good job by our officials. I see 3 of the 4 of you signaling that we have a closed play. Referee announced closed. Our field judge, back judge held up closed. Let's take a look at that. So I was going to say take a look at that for potential contact on the passer. Your flag just came in a little late, Mia. That's a good call. Good call. Heard the contact, but we obviously can't go off of sound. But since you were in position, you were able to see the contact. Player got hit, threw the flag, roughing the passer 10 yards, automatic first down. Good call.
Hey, I don't care about the ball. I need to get the flag.
Previous play, look at the pass on the defense. Play the first
When everybody left, I was sitting laying over on the field. I was ready.
All right. Good job remembering the status of the play. It's closed. All right. So good job coming up, recognizing the defender, being near the flag, making an attempt, and the flag falling off because the defender was near, made an attempt. Good job by our back judge announcing time. It's always important to know how much time is left. You never want the end of a quarter to sneak up on you, even the first and third where everything's running. It's good job, Jordan, coming over and helping mark where in between the hashes or on the opposite hash that the ball's going to be. That's one of the things we really don't talk about with back judges. They're responsible for helping spot in the middle of the field. So good job being over there, letting your R know where they need to spot the ball in between the hashes.
Open. Yep, that was open. Throw it. Oh, let's go. Come on. She's looking at you too, like, are you sure? I got my eyes. Hey, y'all got something you spot where the bike is pulled or where the ball is. Alright, you're not front. I know y'all gotta get right. 40.
To the 40.
Throw that! Throw it! Oh! Yeah, Zay. Oh! Yeah, Zay. Move up. Put your hands up. Yeah, Zay.
Jordan, that's one of the few times where we're good with our back judge coming up to get a spot. You obviously knew it was 4th down, deep play, so our field judge and line judge were both, they get to the line to gain and they hold, and that play clearly went past it. So they weren't down there to get an accurate spot. You're there to help them out. Good job getting the spot, passing it off.
I ain't feel like taking shots on you. You got it, girl. You got it. Oh.
So Mia, just a comment on that. Be a little bit louder with the away call. I barely heard it, and I'm away from people. No one around me is talking, so don't know if all the players can hear it. So just be a little louder so everyone knows I had it away. I saw that the ball was away before the flag came off.
I like the balance, girl. I like it. I see it. Don't move, y'all. Watch the ball, ladies. Watch the ball. Watch the ball. We all just said watch the ball. I really know better. Everybody just said don't move. I'm on it now. Ball down there. Look like it. Brown thing. I don't see it. Go. Oh, jump off. Oh, yeah.
So Nate, that's a good job coming in, letting the players know that you were there. It wasn't a big contact play, but it was one where 2 players went up, were a little physical with each other. So good job coming in, let them know that you're there. So 3rd down, but we're far enough away from the zone line where you don't need to start on it. Your natural flow will move you to the zone line. Just remembering to stop there is the important part. And we'll see if you do that. Good job, Nate, getting to the zone line, stopping.
Don't let them bring you back. No female. Don't let them bring you no female. Yeah, Brian.
Okay, so it's a good job, Nate, letting the interception come back to you, but then you let the interception get 5 to 10 yards in front of you. The last thing we want to do is let a play like that get too far in front of us, because as field judge you become our new line judge and you're responsible for all backwards pitches. So if we have a backwards pitch and you're 5 to 10 yards behind the play, you're unable to tell if it's forward or backwards, or and throw the appropriate penalty flag if it ends up being forward. So I believe what I just heard was that the period expired during the play, so we'll have the end time down for the try. Good job applying extension of period rules. Good job, Mia, coming up, saying flag is pulled so everyone knows, plays over, tries no good. So this is a pretty easy quarter change, guys. You're on the 14, going to the other 14. Go. Start of the second quarter, 2:30 game, field 4.
Upfield, go upfield. Okay. Oh yeah. Go Caleb. Yeah. Hey Caleb. Yeah, bro.
So let's make sure when we're blowing that whistle, we have one strong, crisp, loud whistle. We're not double tooting our whistle, because when we blow it twice, that means we're trying to get the referee's attention because we have a penalty flag. When we're just ending a play, it's one long blast.
After this, bro, go get it.
Maybe not there.
I can't do this shit.
Go get DJ.
I can't do it. Yeah, I can't do it no more. That's 2 of them. I can't do it. Quarterback. Bro, you just got to run. I seen him, but I can't throw that bitch. I can't. No, we can't run. That's why I'm like,
You lined up the spot.
that's my fault. I ain't seen him. Because they was coming, and I ain't even see him.
This is sideline.
So I'm like, kill.
Where's the ball?
So it ain't my fault. I see you, but dude was on. Hey, Brian, you want to go, Brian? He was coming to talk, so. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Reed. Quarterback, no. It's open. It's smart, right? Man, up with that. You like that with that? Teddy, what are you doing? Oh, I didn't even see him. Oh, I feel bad. Hey, good job. Hey, you ain't gonna get hurt. Serena. She drove down. Serena. They're gonna close. That's my doing. Hey, Caleb. Guard number 10. Brittany, guard number 2.
Second down, 20-yard line to game. Play is closed.
Yeah. It's close. DJ, man up on number 10. I mean, not DJ. Sorry. Good job, Britt. Good job, Brittany. Good job.
Third down, 20-yard line to game. Play is open.
It's open. It's open. Girls, stay on the same people. Run up, fake. Oh, Jackie! I love it, Jay.
So Jordan, let's make sure on that not to drift too far towards the line judge's sideline. So you were about maybe 5 to 10 yards onto the line judge's sideline. So just stay at your hash. Having the line judge there, you don't need to come over that far.
DJ. After when we go back in offense, go get Goodness gracious! Daddy! Even with spin move. You get beat, bro. You faster than him. 26-0. Spin move. 26-0. It's open. Nobody. 7.5 left in the half. 7.5. Stand up.
It's at 90%. So, I'll turn on the halftime just to confirm, but I can't imagine. True. Look at Travis, who brought it up over there. If a team, correct team, always like balaclavas and everything, and you can't tell, like how do you differentiate open and closed?
Hey, no, you ain't talking about Kel.
Okay, so we have a flag on this play. So
I mean, once you saw some put the ball out, like once you put the ball out, it's basically
that situation. Let's wait for the field judge to come take our spot, and then we can communicate with the referee. We don't want to be yelling across the field. If you can give a silent signal to your referee and communicate it, that's perfectly fine. But don't be yelling. Don't be yelling across the field. So, big question we'd ask was, when did this foul occur? Was this during a pass? Was this during a run? Loose ball running play. So, judging by the enforcement, we determined that the contact happened during.
Contact on the defense. 10 yards from the interview spot. Repeat. 3rd down.
Happened during the loose ball, and it's a good job knowing the stat. Play was male-to-male pitch back to a female, so the play is now closed.
Come out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Kel. Yeah, Kel. What was that?
So, let's try not to use that catch mechanic for plays in the middle of the field. You coming up with a spot and pointing in the opposite direction signals you have an interception. You did it on another one where you did the signal while running, and that's just a signal that doesn't look crisp or sharp while running. So just come up with a spot, say gray ball, and point that way, and that'll let them know that you have an interception.
Yeah, turn around. Hey, all world. 12, all world. close.
Wherever the corner was at, that'd be good.
This corner's the athlete. That was Russell Man. Hey, DJ, right there. Oh!
All right, guys, we are under 2 minutes. This is where a good game can turn bad or a good game can turn great if you manage it correctly.
Go to Rocky. I got you.
Hey.
So let's remember, guys, if we have an incompletion or a touchdown or a safety or a touchback, those are clock killing signals that we don't need to mirror. So if the pass is incomplete and our field judge is signaling, back judge, line judge, referee don't need to signal incomplete. If we're stopping the clock because they went out of bounds and we're giving the signal above our head, that we do need to mirror. And then Jordan, good job using your voice saying clock is stopped and letting everyone know what the time is. So let's make sure, guys, that now we're mirroring the clock stop mechanic. That should be everyone, with the exception of the referee who has to grab the pucks and move. We don't need you to mirror that, but everyone else should be clock is stopped using your voice, giving the mechanic, so everyone knows the clock is stopped. And good job giving the clock rolling because the play ended. It was a first down that ended inbound, so we're going to go ahead and. Okay, let's take a look at that. The contact between. The contact between the rusher and the blocker. Was there enough there for illegal contact? Were we watching that? So after the initial rush, it's mostly on the R to catch that, but because we're in co-rec, the line judge can keep eyes there because the line judge has to stay on the line of scrimmage.
The pancake bar.
Again, guys, good job using your voice with the clock rolling. Let everyone know that the clock is rolling.
A little bit of old school knowledge for you. I'm going to use it, man. All right, go straight. Oh, my bad.
So guys, if we give the incomplete signal, one official gives that signal, and then we do not need to give an incomplete within the stop the clock over our heads. The incomplete signal stops the clock, and that's one of the signals that we don't mirror. So let's just make sure that we're mirroring the signals we need to and not mirroring the signals we don't need to. Good job, Jordan, signaling that the clock will be on the snap. It's always good for a back judge to help out their R, reminding them when the clock should be starting.
for me, I just
46 seconds. 46. 40 seconds.
you know, it's okay to get them ready for play and then the situation when you're in a kind of a speed situation. I'm gonna save notes for these two.
Hey! You gotta contain! Kills, man! Wait, I thought 14 was no! Back! Let her run with me. Nah, but I couldn't do nothing, man. And then I had to go around it. You good? Next.
So, NT, when you're telling a player to back up, it's normally good to say slot receiver, far receiver. Let them know who you're talking to. If you just say, hey, back up your foot, nobody knows who you're talking to. So just try and find an identifying feature of the person. Hey, white shoes. Hey, red shoes. Hey, guy in a beanie, back up. Just so they know who you're talking to.
I thought she was going to come up and just... That was a good ball, though. That was a great ball. Take this with you. Somebody come here. Hey, Teddy, let's go. Somebody got to play quarterback. Honestly, yeah, like,
No, but I'm gonna keep playing though. Obviously, I'm finna stand right here until y'all need me again.
33 seconds on the snap. 33. Got 8. Give me a pick, lady. Give me a pick, lady. Go, run. Go. Keep going.
He stepped out.
You can't step out of bounds.
He don't got no sideline awareness.
NT, that's a very good job seeing that player step out of bounds. He tiptoed a couple times and finally stepped on, and you were right there to see him step out of bounds. Good job being in position and able to see it. It's a good job, crew, correcting our referee's erroneous announcement. Nothing, it's not, you may have forgotten who the quarterback and receiver was, Mia, but you have a crew around you that's going to help you out, let you know what the play is.
Good job. She was about to sit down right there, too. Good job, Caleb. Good job. Great job. Hey! 52 Ravens. Hey, so close. 52 Ravens.
So did we kill that play after the encroachment? If we did, it seemed a little delayed. So let's just make sure once we throw the flag for encroachment, we're killing the play. It's a fun deep pass, guys. Good job being in position and ready to cover the play.
6 seconds.
And it's probably going to happen again because we have 6 seconds left in the half. So in this situation, I would not be upset if Jordan and Nate, you guys started a little bit deeper if they're going to do that again, just because you know they're got 6 seconds, they're going to try and score. They're not going to throw an out route to try and score. They're going to try and do that play again because they came real close that time. So why not try again? So guys, on that one, it's really hard play there because it's on the line judge's side, but our line judge is holding the line of scrimmage. So from my angle, I'm standing about the 20. There's a potential that it was pass interference. So just take a look at that on film. See, it looked like the receiver went and used his hands to swim around the player to gain a more advantageous position.
So, as long as the ratio is at the 4-2 or 4-3, so they were missing a girl.
Yeah, they only have 7.
So they can play. They can play with as few as 5 on the field, as long as the ratio is 3-2, 4-2, or 4-3.
The comment we can make is, though, are we actually counting flag belts? So did we know we were short or above, right? So that's...
So guys, on the first play of the second half, we were just having a discussion over here. Not sure if you can hear it on the video, but Yellow only had 7 players on the field, and that's not a penalty. You can have 7 players on the field unless Yellow comes out with 7 males on the field, then you have an issue. But just make sure you're counting people in flag belts, and then you're not telling Gold, hey, you only have 7. You're telling them, hey, count your numbers, count your players, letting them know something's wrong. Let me count our players. So just make sure you're counting, because that's something we can help out with, especially with Yellow being down a lot of points.
I think Gray's looking at
Getting to that point in the tournament, we're trying to get some cohesiveness, but not having
These two teams just played each other, so Yellow knew they were going to get spanked, so they just don't care.
So guys, I think Gray's milking the clock here. Nothing wrong with that. Just make sure we're holding them to a 25-second play clock, because we don't want Gray holding the ball for 40 seconds between plays. So that's an interesting formation there, guys. They ran what in tackle football I would call a muddle huddle swing gate type of play. They put everyone on one side and then leak one person out to the other side. It's just something you have to be alert for. Make sure you have eyes on the cluster, because you don't want them to just bull rush out of the cluster, but you also have to make sure you see all of the players.
That call to Nate, is that what we want Pinky making since it was way over here? Because who's got cover, right? Especially with that bunch over there, it's hard to see across. Yeah.
8 minutes left in the quarter. 8 minutes.
Are you on and off consistently? Or do you turn it on and off? On.
Just so they can pick up whistles and stuff.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense.
And then if I have to ask questions, I'll turn it off or throw it far, far away. That's a real sensitive question. So guys, I'm real sorry if I don't have anything in the second half or much in the second half, since Gray is milking the clock, and Gold, I think, has just decided they're going to mess around. If I see things that I need to call out, I will call them out, but I'm not going to nitpick. Like Jordan, I'm not mad that you have a safety behind you. Gold has not shown the ability to throw it way back there, so there's no need for you to pull yourself 35 yards out of the play just to be near that safety. It's a good job being in front of him. Hopefully you've noticed him though, and it's not just a case of ignorance is bliss. Like I'm not even sure Jordan and this safety are showing up on film, but yeah. So Jordan, I'm good with you being in front of him because Gold can't throw it deep.
Go, go!
That's why I like when I had the headphones. When you're talking, try to like.
You said
Tom
Brady? Tom Brady?
Too, so you can actually see what we're talking about.
Tom Brady got drafted?
I'm just gonna sit and talk next to you, so hopefully you can catch what I'm saying.
Oh yeah! Go, go, oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah, go!
Okay, Jordan, I just saw you throw your flag in there. I'm gonna guess flag guarding. And I'm gonna tend to agree with you on that one. We had what looked like an inside hand flag guarding. You're the back judge. You are one of the few. You may be the only person on the field that can see that inside hand flag guarding. I think that's a pretty good call. And Jordan, that was also a really good job readjusting the spot of your flag after you came up to talk to Mia. It's a spot of the foul. We're going to go from the spot of the foul. Your flag came up a little short. Nothing wrong with that. And you threw it from close to 30 yards away. Came up, fixed the spot. Good job.
I mean, no.
Yeah, Jim?
No, but
Yeah, Dante! Yeah, Dante!
but I like knowing that
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
And his team, his coach is calling it out that she flag guarded. So, like when the whole field sees it, it's
Tom Brady!
like yes, on goal
Dante!
less, but if it's obvious, and I saw it, it's obvious. So
I got you, bro!
no, there are two people that don't want that. There's people that want that. I kind of just look at the game, look at the official, and with Jordan, I'm going to call that.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
I want it all the time. These types of games, it's low. If you have a game like this, you have
Oh yeah, DJ! Oh yeah, DJ! Oh yeah! I told you.
So guys, we have May threw an illegal contact on what I believe was the defense. And we have Inti, you also have a flag. Let's see what these two flags are.
Just to discuss. Right. Bringing that next element.
So So guys, we just had a conversation. Don't know what the second flag is. I believe Mia signaled illegal contact for her, so we'll see what this is. So it's a good job on getting the illegal male reception and the roughing the passer. Good job offsetting them. Couldn't see your mechanics there, your signals, so if we can see them on film, we just take a look at them, make sure you got them nice and crisp, because these are the type of games where you work on your mechanics. Game that's a blowout, it's basically been decided. This is where you can sharpen up your mechanics. We don't want you to fall asleep during the game and not improve in some way.
Yeah, there was a player covering her.
Why do y'all keep doing that?
So Mia, that's a very good job on getting the illegal forward pass. Pitched forward to number 12, and then number 12 for some reason thought he could throw it again. That's a good job getting the illegal forward pass. So Mia, just something on your announcement. You can cut out on the previous play. Just say illegal forward pass on the offense, 5-yard penalty, loss of down, 3rd down. Also, it's very good thanking the player who returned your beanbag. Also, it's a delay of game, I believe, is what we're about to call. But that's one where we can prevent. We can tell teams, hey, wait for my whistle, wait for my whistle. Preventative officiating is always helpful.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I got a nice pillow too. That's all I did not bring.
Good job, Mia, coming up, getting the sack.
I know her problem is. I know exactly what her problem.
It's the rare punting on 4th and goal. But it is 4th and goal. Oh, are they going to play? I guess they declared the punt. So we're punting on 4th and goal, but it is 4th and 39. So the rare 4th and goal punt coming up. This game's got a little bit of everything.
I said Yellow's trying to help us out and give us some different looks.
All right, guys, let's see how your punt mechanics are. I don't think we've seen punt mechanics this game, so.
No, they've all been like right down the middle.
It looks like Yellow's attempting to figure out how to punt.
Hey, where is that lady, kid?
Not the greatest of punts. Nate, good job coming up, grabbing the spot, passing it off, and that is the end of our quarter.
Hey, go out there.